I'm going to tell you guys a story. And hopefully some of you will find a lesson in the story. So there was this guy. He was a believer. He believed in God. He had very, very strong faith. And he found himself hanging off a cliff. And he was losing grip. And if he was going to fall, he was going to fall into the ocean that was below him. And he prayed to God, the God that's always been there for him. He prayed to God that God must send, God must come and help him. God must come and save him. And he had faith. He had no problem with his faith. And about 15 minutes later, while he was hanging there, a guy in a helicopter came and spotted him and saw that he needed assistance. And the helicopter came beside him and dropped a ladder and told him, "My guy, swing from this ledge and grab this ladder, and I will save you. I will take you to safety." And this guy looks at this pilot of this helicopter and he says, "No, it's fine. I'm waiting for God. God is gonna come and rescue me." And the guy in the helicopter shrugged his shoulders and he flew away. Another 5 minutes go by. Now, bear in mind, this guy's hands is getting tired. He can't anymore. So he does another desperate plea for help from God. And he prays. And 10 minutes later, he hears a voice, someone shouting from the top. And they're saying, "I'm sending down a rope. Grab the rope. The rope is a little bit rough, but grab the rope and I will pull you to safety." And a lot of you would know where I'm going with this, but let me tell the story. And this guy said, "No, that rope is going to hurt my hands. I'm waiting for God to come and save me. My faith is strong. I know God is going to come through for me." And after a couple of minutes, the guy, he pulled up his rope and he left. And finally, now bear in mind, this guy's getting desperate now. He's telling God, "I'm desperate. I'm waiting for you." And he hears another voice, and it's a boat, small little boat in the water. And the guy rowing the boat is a guy that owes him money, but the guy never paid. And he shouts, he said, "Hey, my brother, drop down into the water and I am going to rescue you with my boat, but you're going to get wet in the process." And he looks down and he sees this guy that owes him money that never paid him. And he says, "No, just keep going. I don't want to talk to you." So finally, as you guys can expect, this guy fell in the water, and after a long struggle, he drowned. He died, and he ends up speaking to God, and he tells God, "I prayed for you. I had unwavering faith. I had all the elements that I needed. I trusted in you. I trusted in no one else but you. You are my only God that I worship, and I asked you for help, and you didn't help me." And God stood there and God said, "I sent you a helicopter and you sent it away. I sent you a guy with a rope. You sent him away. Then I sent a guy that you knew. I thought maybe if you saw somebody that you knew, you would see me in him. You sent him also away. What were you expecting?" And when I heard that story, I mean, obviously it's quite an obvious story if you ask me. But we as Christians especially, we have this idea in our heads of what the help is going to look like when it comes. There's another saying that goes, a lot of us, we miss the gift of God because it is wrapped in hard work. We miss the blessings of the Lord because it is wrapped up in sacrifice. We miss the blessings of God because it is coming from somebody that we don't like. How many of you are telling yourself, "Sy wat Cedric is, sy kan nie vir my vertel van die woord nie, man. Sy kan nie vir my vertel, you can't give me spiritual lessons, because based on what I can see, you are not close to God. I don't like you, so none of your advice that you give me is valid." There are people out there who won't take help from certain people because it is certain people. And you know what is the funny part? Those are the very same people that speak of the Samaritan that came to help the guy in the story that Jesus told about the Samaritan. How many times have we missed the opportunity for an answered prayer because of who it's coming from? We are asking God for a job, and the job that He is sending our way does not look like the job that we want. And we decide, ek kan nie clean wees nie. Ek kan nie werk met so min geld nie. Nee, ek gaan nie laat hy over my werk organise nie, because hy gaan dit boel met kop hou. Meanwhile, you are asking for exactly the same thing from God. Sy vra vir 'n werk. Sy bid vir die Here en sê vir die Here, ek is honger. Dan stuur die Here iemand in om vir jou kos te gee, and because you don't like the person that's bringing the food, you don't take the food. How many of you have missed the beef to blessings concept? Nee, ek rol vir hom, so ek kan nie saam met hom goed doen nie. Nee, ek gaan nie help nie, because why is ek like nie vir jou nie. I'm telling you guys, you are missing out on blessings. That is the way God works. God will send your blessing and it will be wrapped up in newspaper. So it won't be glamorous. It won't look nice. I'm speaking to myself also in this video. You are stumbling on the fact that it is this one or that one that is bringing you the word. You're waiting for an answer of God, but you can't get the answer because why? The answer, sy dink die Here gaan jou 'n droom gee. Sy dink die Here gaan vir jou 'n skripte gee. Meanwhile, is die suster in die kerk wat sy nie like nie, wat vir jou kom om die woord te bring, and you rejecting it because why? Sy like nie vir haar nie. Oh God, I'm looking for an opportunity. Oh, I just want to make a bit of extra money. Can't God make me another opportunity? And then you know what? And then your boss comes to you and your boss says, "Are you willing to work late? Are you willing to go the extra mile?" And you say, "Nee, ek gaan nie laat hulle vir my vir 'n gat vat by die weekie. My kontrak sê uit 5, ek werk uit 5. Meanwhile, you have no idea that the prayer that you were asking for a better opportunity is manifesting already. And they were seeing if you're willing to go the extra mile so they can trust you with more responsibility. But nee, they trek jou gat op. Sy ruk jou gat op. All I'm saying is, God answers your prayer in various ways. Sometimes, if you look at Lazarus was al dood al. Lazarus' sister het vir Jesus uitgeskel en gesê, if only you came 2 days earlier, if only you came 5 days earlier, you could have made a difference. Because in her mind, she's saying, Jesus can help Lazarus as long as he is alive. She's telling herself, Jesus has the power of healing, but I'm not so sure if he has the power of resurrection. Meanwhile, he is the resurrection. So anyway, daar's van julle wat die hele video gaan kyk en het verkeerd gaan verstaan. Hy's op julle. Daar's van julle wat die boodskap gaan hoor en julle gaan nie die boodskap luister nie. It's gonna go over your head, and that's fine. It was never for you. But for those of you that find this message in the spirit that it's given, I pray blessings upon your life. I pray that your eyes are open.